right to plan, right to plan. Better run while you can. Your shadow is as long as it can get. Sinks deeper inside your silhouette. The wolf and the bison, death on the horizon. The thunder, it rumbles and it groans, and vultures will play a tune upon your bones. Right to plan, right to plan. Better run while you can. Right to plan, right to plan. Better run while you can. The wolf and the bison, death on the horizon. Do me a world of good. I know it would, I know it would. Do me a world of good. I know it would, I know it would. Do me a world of good. I know it would, I know it would. Do me a world of good. I know it would, I know it would. Do me a world of good. This could be dangerous. Who are the murderers? Never strangers, for I am what's dangerous. Do me a world of good. I know it would, I know it would. Do me a world of good. I know it would, I know it would. Do me a world of good. I know it would, I know it would. Do me a world of good. I know it would, I know it would. Do me a world of good. This could be dangerous. Who are the murderers? Never
Okay, let's get started for today. Okay, let's no, I don't. That was the sound. Okay. Sorry. All right. Oh wait. More like goes down here. Yes. Yes. Woo! Look, look. I am Harry Dubois today. How's that? A little. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. No wait. I am Harry Dubois Rene Marguerite. Something like that, I guess. Okay. Okay, we can start now. Okay. So I remember last time we were just pissing around. We don't know how to get up here. I'm gonna buy that bird book. First things first. I'm gonna read about cockatoos. I'm not gonna steal it.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as...
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Okay.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminole Islands and in southern Fas-a-la-Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang-bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
Nice. Love reading about birds.
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
You know what? Yeah.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive. It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle.
I mean,
its
it's in the name.
Wings and flowing crest, embellishing its proud and bumptious nature.
It's in the name. It's majorly majestic.
In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species.
How about the
This
funeral?
is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks
Goth.
as if
It's a
dressed
goth
for a funeral,
cockatoo.
24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Goth.
Ooh.
Cool. Gotta read about this
Despite
one.
its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoles name bang bang is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins. You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream
That's
for fun.
loud.
Often as loud as up to
That's so
135
loud.
decibels. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
Oh. Oh, this is hard. Great common bang bang. Funeral cockatoo is goth. And I don't feel like this Harry that we're playing is goth. Major majestic, that would go with our superstar delusions. But if I'm just the fuck up a two, the fuck up and a cockatoo, that has one of my favorite things of just smashing words together. So I think it's between 3 and 4. I'm gonna do 3 because that plays us into our superstar delusions.
You're right. Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry.
Hell yeah. Mission accomplished. Now we need money. Now we need money. Hey lady, you wanna buy this book I just got about cockatoos? Huh? Huh? Hey ma'am. You're right.
Excuse me? I don't know. The most talkative one? The what now?
It's the most impressive
You
one.
truly are one strange cop, aren't you?
That's all.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Interesting. So tomorrow they'll clean up the floodlock. So we gotta wait on that. I think I looked at all the books. Let's see.
An
Some
old
history.
monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous
Okay, it's
ropes
locked.
and rods.
Okay. I wish we could like cut the ropes with our bolt cutters and see what chaos ensues. Anything? No. Scanning. Hello? You undercover special forces scab, I'm on you. Hola mañana. I don't like talking to measure head. Sucks. Come on, get down. Okay. Excuse me, come through. Let's see what else we got.
A colourful display of cigarettes and out there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of water.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering
Oh.
alcoholic then.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Yeah.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong. You know.
Don't
You know.
worry your pretty little head about it.
Sure. So, are you gonna buy anything, or...
Oops, sorry. Sneezy. Easy. This is for recycles, raincoats, meds.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
Hit the doorbell.
You hear the same waiting room music, but no one picks up the receiver anymore. You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
It's ringing
All you
the
hear
doorbell.
is static, but no one answers the call. You ring the doorbell, but
Nothing. Ding dong. Hello. Hello.
Officer, the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you?
Now leave him
Sure,
do his
officer.
sandwich.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just
You're
for
a,
the little things.
you're a contractor for the union. You could word it that way.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say. Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
That's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
I don't think we will. Okay, how about you, angry
You're still
Rene?
waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking. Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Cocaine? Cocainum? Sounds like our kind of king. And
Yo.
just imagine
Yo,
what kind of
electrochemistry?
cocaine a king
Chill.
would have had.
Chill.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule. Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
You know what? He pulls it off pretty well. Renee, you look pretty sharp.
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
Oh, Renee. Go lick some boots.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine, for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Revachol's finest years.
The cocaine years.
I'm satisfied with this explanation.
Okay.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The
Oh my
court made
God.
it administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Higher
Yeah.
realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
It's really not. Please, do spare us the cocaine fairy tales.
Oh, but I like
Yes, indeed.
fairy tales.
We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
Sounds like there's been a history here.
Right.
Okay. Maybe we can look at the statue now.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward
Oh,
the sea.
no.
It
Okay.
looks as if a silver plaque, not a good track record of mental health in that.
Okay. Zoom out. Man, I feel like I should just wait it out. There seems like a whole lot's gonna open up when the gates open, and I don't want to burn any bridges here yet. I still don't know why this guy is highlighted. Can't talk to him.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Okay. No sad songs found, so we can't do karaoke. Did we already try this today?
This fan has 2 chains. Or has it been consigned there as punishment?
Okay.
You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself. The switch must be broken because nothing happens.
Okay. I'm gonna take a
The
nap.
bed is still cold from the broken window and not too inviting.
I wanna take a nap. Wish I could recycle these bottles. I need the money. Please. Help. Help.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
Mm-hmm. Do. Oof. Let's see. Okay, what was I looking for? Can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. The jam mystery. This one's not gonna do much for us. Hello? Oh, can I grab these now? Yes! I can grab these bottles. Just needed the bag. Recycle cup, recycle cup. Gonna clean up all our mess. Pixel hunt. Can't get these ones. They're too baked into the scenery. That's some sense. Do-do-do-do-do-do. We can still scout more bottles. This one? Give me this one. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to you, Kim. I want to grab the bottle from here. I can see it, please. Give me the bottles. Well, it's a little bit of money.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Oof, not much. I wonder if in the apartments we can find some, maybe. Or... Good afternoon, Monsieur Moran. Hello. I have come to look for bottles. None.
You hear someone walking.
No. No bottles. Hello? Recyclables? None. None. Let's see. I don't think there was anything up here. Already grabbed what I could. Why? Gimme a chump change. Do do, I do 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 do. Take a sippy. Oh, sippy of water, always good. Get sippy. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know what that was. I think I have to be down here. Nope. Birdhouse. Check out pawn shop. Say hey, do you want this cool book on boards? Oh, I can walk up here. Let me go down here. No. Do.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Sell stuff.
Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh. Okay. Found our Barbie.
Another time, perhaps.
A typical Martinez streetlight.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order. 700 real. A
That's a
bargain, I
lot.
dare say.
That's a lot.
There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Nice work.
It was brought to me to be altered.
Okay.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah. It is. Good job. No, no. No, 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 no. Hmm. Those are the sounds of wind of my brain. It's you can hear the ocean in the shell of my head because I don't know what I'm doing. Nope, nope, no gates. What's up?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Beg for some money.
You
Failed
keep
this
coming
check.
back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Itchy pants. Well, definitely don't want itchy pants.
The speakers below are banged up.
No.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Uh-huh. Shades of self-destruction. I don't want more electrochemistry. Nah. Nay. Ooh. Okay. 20 cents. We're back up. Huh. Come on, there's so much more to explore. Let me explore. I feel trapped. Can I use this ladder? No. There's something obvious I'm missing. In here, in there. just about everywhere you can be, I think. I want to beat up the racist. Let me do it. Hmm. Do. Come on, Harry. Wait, Are you big man?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Why it do that? Why it get highlighted? It's just a big guy, that's all. What's in here? I want to get to that box. Excuse me?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
I know some podcasts you would love. Actually, I don't. But I'm sure they're out there. There are probably podcasts out there that you, Measurehead, would absolutely love. I'm sure of it.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles.
Okay.
Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
I'm gonna try it. What the fuck?
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break.
What the fuck?
The man is reeling, gasping for air. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. Don't wait. You've only got a millisecond. He's coming to. That fighting pose. Watch out.
Okay.
Oh God. Wrong move.
I'm fine.
Your head is in his hands.
Say it.
I'll take the pain, goddammit. At least take that. Even under the increased force on your skull, there is no pain. Just the sound of your own blood gushing in there, feeding your mind with oxygen.
Okay.
You are a poor player of physical chess.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
Okay.
The lieutenant. That's right. You should do it again.
Okay. Talk to the strike breaker. Fucking special forces asshole.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Okay. Gotta recycle some things.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equal. Your bottles clunk into
40 cents. All right, we get a little bonus because we're Hobocop. We are Hobocop. Do 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 do. I don't really want to brute force past Measurehead. I don't like the guy, but don't feel right. That door. I got a pry bar. I got bolt cutters. Why can't I get stick? Oh sea, oh ocean, won't you tell me what to do next?
Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties.
What? Hey, look, I'm doing fine, Kim. Look at me. Hey, look, I'm fine.
Oh, so you're an unaccountable wreck who has to be supervised. You don't have to take this display of authority. You can disobey.
That's good. Except that I do, Detective.
Oh, come on, kid.
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
It totally is a journey of self-discovery, Kim. Isn't that what every investigation is? You learn more about yourself as you go through it.
Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over.
Yeah.
This coin-operated viewer
Hello.
is facing southwest.
Hello, Ivy
Its coin slot
Soar.
is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
I'm gonna pat it. This game is fantastic so far. Utterly entrancing. We're
The
pat it.
metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Okay.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Okay.
Probably some kids.
Oh, okay. I see what that was. I thought it was telling me to do the vandalism, but it wasn't. Just commenting on it. Hello, fishy. Oh, hello, bird. You gonna get that fishy? It's right there. I'll point it out. Pointing it out for you. Yeah, there. Oh, nope, you missed. Zero in. Zero in. It's what? Oh, heading. You keep moving. I'm not good at headings. Get the fishy. No, okay. Okay. If you don't want the fishy, that's fine. That's fine. Look at some more books, I guess. Nerd stuff.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Little sippy.
Wonderful board games, sir.
Just
Viticulturist is a classic
funny.
for sure. Or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography.
No.
Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while.
Oh
You
yay!
pick up games for the whole
Economic
family. You can play with your children.
competition.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends?
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Why not both?
Friends are technically like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a
Civ.
civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations.
Okay.
It'll cost 12
Yeah.
real. Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Not for
I've heard they turn people
the
into occult
RPGs.
enthusiasts.
Uh-huh.
But they have rituals where they try to summon entities.
Oh my god, we're
Highly immoral stuff.
satanic
You can still buy
panic
them, though.
here. Classic. Classic.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely
Oh, Man from Hjelmdal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do. At last, someone sensible. However, I still urge you to buy one. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman, the man from Hjelmdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Oh, so you just know that from what people tell you? Or have you been reading up?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance. Amidst the various books, the point of the book, and many others on the various paranatural books, still litter the shelf.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf.
But why do you even have it? Why do you even have it?
I can't have you end up, like, opening a police...
Why? That makes no sense.
Several maps. The maps look old and faded. Your eye...
Okay. Famous people?
Shelves full of biographies of... Browsing through all the books, suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz. By High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books.
I have bought 2 books.
She understands she is aired against the custom.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you.
Lady.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
I don't have the money. I already bought the bird book. Hey, just let me back here.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
I have to know.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you! You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding!
Okay, lady. I'm going. I just... Hair dryers. Oh, come on.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. What if you just break it down? Only an echo. No one is there. That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed. The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear. It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages.
A sturdy door.
The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust.
A weak spot.
It should be doable.
Let's do it. Oh! Check past. Damaged health. Dang. It's worth a shot.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the doorframe. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But
you're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Yes. Oh, cool.
What is this place? Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Nice.
The lieutenant nods.
I wasn't expecting that to work. The This must be the place I read on the card.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. Why does it feel so familiar? No, it's not that.
Not it.
It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
Were you a wrestler?
A memory from another life. When
Let's go get the flash. Kinema. Here we go.
inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Mm-hmm.
A metallic drawer, it's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its...
Flashlight. Hello? Oh, cool. Hello? Anybody in there? Ooh. Press. Debris. Gives me care. Ooh. Hmm. Oh, okay, yeah, I see them. I think I go this way. Mannequins. Hey, it's gotta be a reference. No. Ooh.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural.
Go on.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
So it's a nerd board.
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
Mm-hmm.
Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind?
Blinky.
One of the welkins towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist.
No.
The note says all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Do you know more about this?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
Yeah.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world.
Oh, I see.
A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily
Not that
minimi,
long ago.
and
That's like a
GPI
year ago,
span the
right?
marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise. This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Turn it
The
on.
machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Okay.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Okay. Neat, though. Developers the most advanced RPG. in the universe.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric.
The king. Old work plans?
Radio frequencies, it seems.
Okay.
UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
I don't think so.
You think so? The web is
No.
comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, all of this is gone, left unrealized.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Huh.
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble.
Gotcha.
An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay. This is too interesting. Oh, hell yeah. Money.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? No, that's not it. I think it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Okay.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in. No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... Yes, especially in here.
Looks around.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Okay, Kim. Good work investigating the board game. We may yet learn more. Slipstream. Slipstream. Ooh. Ooh. Well. It's got me hooked. I gotta know more.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. Like a smooth draw, The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Uh-huh. Was it just a game?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Now please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station.
Okay.
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Okay.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's good.
That's why she does this.
Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident. Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to. One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. Any other questions? The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Okay.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core? Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
Is it my birthday?
No.
Please.
Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for Fortress Accident.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the pass? Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Casting the framework, nothing happens. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Taking this with me. Okay, leave. Investigate. Okay. What else we got? Can we go up here? Oh. Hello?
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney.
Yeah, that's probably better that it's there. Hello? Shoes? What the? Ooh, what's here? Nice. Take a look in a second. Okay. Zigzag, serpentine. Okay. Here. Into here. Hello. Ooh. What the? What the heck? Close shoot. Above. Oh, okay. There's so much. Ooh. Okay. Well, I gotta look at this thing.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
Well, it's
A
clearly
gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet
a
you.
fridge.
You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Oh.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you.
You never know
from a glossy cellophane wrapper.
when you're gonna need
It looks nothing like the fridge.
some little fridge magnets.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Must be. Okay, let's look. Ooh. Interact.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
Let's see.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right?
You're
it's like one of your
damn
disco
right
tapes,
I do.
only for a computer.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
I think we know who the illiterate ginger kid is. At least one of two possibilities.
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Okay. Okay, it's closed. Hello? What's this? Clicky. Ooh. Not right now. Clicky. Ooh. What's in here?
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box.
We're gonna leave that. Okay.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip.
Okay.
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Hey, Kim? Hey, Kim. Do you ever throw a flashlight rave when you're just, like, waiting in your car? You're like... No? Just me? Okay.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory. From there, you can equip it...
Okay. Thanks, tutorial lady.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
My bar not strong enough. We're not gonna try that for now. Hello? Oh. Okay, let's... Can we go ahead and get in here? I can't tell. Okay. Ooh. Old ass rifles. Okay.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to...
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find...
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer.
Well, I'm gonna take
Police officers carry guns.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Yeah, history find. History find. Okay. What else we got, Kim? Yeah. See, did I come from here? I think so, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Yoink. Oh man, we can afford rent. And a morale boost that we need desperately. Okay. What we got about this?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it
rent.
pitch black.
Hotel room cost.
Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony. It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness, you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing? Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs. We should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on with these curtains.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient.
I'm old.
You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Yes.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing? Please wipe your face clean, officer.
Kim trusts me.
These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm.
I need this,
It would be
Kim.
foolish
Let me
to
have this. Let me have this.
And this protects you. Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, Kim, we'll ask him what the furnace is.
Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
Okay.
No one has used it in ages.
I'm not gonna key it, because that could alert the chattering people. I don't know, but it could. But yeah, go around. Where's this go? Oh. Can we go back in, or do we have to go? Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Well, maybe... Every business is cursed because of this. Sorry, Kim. I was trying to go up, not talk to you.
This old fireplace, a diagram for some. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with it.
Okay. Looks funky. Come on. Yeah. Oh, a bull. Hell yeah.
You
Shines
broke
light.
down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop. I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape. Okay, I'm willing to listen. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
Ma'am,
but
it's gonna be fine.
Before we go on,
You set up a business
did you encounter
in
a
Martinet.
malignant entity?
It wasn't gonna go well.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her. Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace.
Okay.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits. Oh, this. No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion.
It worked.
It's
I had to buy a
compel
couple.
people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books and yes, the Simonees are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful.
The woman looks aloof.
Okay. Keep up with me, Kim. Wait. Don't keep up with me. I went the wrong way. Okay. This day has gotten infinitely more interesting.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease.
Hello?
You've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Okay.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
It's a lot easier than I thought.
After you, officer.
Let's go. We're solving this mystery, Kim. What mystery? I don't know, but we're solving it. This way, yeah. Hello? Oh, nice. Nice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Oh, you're a dice maker. Hell yeah.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what
Nice.
kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's
Okay.
why I have these.
Take a sippy. Continue.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the
that's pretty
stations
good.
can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her
Excuse me.
bones light, but her hands strong.
Very good. My rate is 10 real.
10
per set,
real.
Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much
A niche.
competition.
You found a good niche.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Oh.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
So Kuno just fucking shit up. Kuno's just
During
always there.
daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
Especially at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
In the zone. Locked in.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Okay.
Creative.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Of course it is.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
I mean...
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it? I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Nah.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
I like you.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific? Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Alright, I'll bite.
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Fritta does the same thing.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
The bear.
The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents apiece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was
Maybe,
doing its best.
Because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean. He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants.
High on
Called
desiccants?
it Megatherion. Megatherion, a mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream and fire.
It was great. It was a
Outside
great story.
it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
Okay.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Embrace.
You wouldn't like it either.
The freedom.
The others would laugh at you.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to
Seems
start
like
the gym
common story
as his way of giving back.
To hear.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
He's sort of like the king around here.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help with that kid.
You know what? I think you're right. I think you're right.
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias.
Oh no!
Who would have guessed? And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway, and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
What does she mean? To get off?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist?
Oh, okay.
No, he mostly just
makes
did
sense
drugs.
that he was here too.
But what drugs exactly?
Anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I like bugs.
Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's
Insects are always important. No matter what. They're important. We love bugs. We love insects around here.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess. Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro.
Nerds!
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. That's what I thought, because when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep up new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic. And to show up to work on time.
Yeah.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult. Especially if you've been drinking.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
Yeah. It's a neat idea, though.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Ooh, pretty.
Anything else? Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
Maybe.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project.
Okay.
That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Dashboard. Here we go. Yeah, like I made that. Thoughts? What else? Support. I guess now that I have the coffee bot, it'll do that anyways. What else did I make? That's pretty much it. And the audio check one. I'm still figuring out Firebot.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure. Before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, choreography, trick track, especially
yeah,
pinball.
DGM. Definitely. If not even like the current company when they were working with this, even just the past one. Very true.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Aw, Kim hates pinball.
His disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
You gonna throw them in the river like they did in New York? I think it was New York.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore. Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on me?
100 years ago.
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
Pranks can be eerie. Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity. Why would Slipstream SEA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense. I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
My money is on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
Such a cool old
Sure,
building.
I'm listening.
I think we're done.
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. Okay. What do you want to know? Sure, I'm listening. Good.
Questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Good work. This is awesome. Essence, you have nothing to worry about. Eh. We'll talk to her, and then maybe poke around downstairs a little bit. Oh, we have the bull. We can give it to old angry Rene. I don't know. Yeah, how do you do the French R? It's like, I don't know French.
What
I need to
have you
take
found?
off this flashlight.
And
Hello.
also, do buy the books. There may be teaching. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom?
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is
she?
the woman really able to withstand the truth? Just don't say you don't have any answer yet.
Okay.
The uncertainty is killing her. You've come this far, you know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed?
It is. It's true.
This woman's not healthy enough to withstand this level of stress.
Another revolution? I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged. It's okay.
Okay, sure.
You don't have to.
Deal with it.
I was wrong to trust another person.
As she has to, every day. Maybe you were wrong. She's endured for at least 4 decades in this world.
Thank you for nothing.
Yeah,
Please,
you're
do
welcome.
buy some books, or be on your way.
I have bought some books.
Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am.
Okay. Sweet. I don't need this right now. Give me my bag. Get that bag. What am I doing? I'm spacing out. Okay. Renee. Renee. This way.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you? What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
Trying is worth as much as is accomplished. In this fine.
Okay.
You try to right a wrong. It's still a gram better than actual nothing. It's a Bell McGrave, 4.46 caliber, breech loading, Revachol made. Good weapon, accurate and reliable. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her? I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Okay. Maybe I can sell it. I don't think I found any more recyclables. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna sell that. Not yet.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a...
We know that one.
You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for...
Someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I'm pretty sure my mic's working and everything. I just get paranoid that it's not, you know. Okay. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Notebook? Map. Drama. What? Composure. Okay, tasks. That's what, after 2100. Okay. Do 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 do. Gonna take a sippy. Okay. In here. can't believe they ramped this. It's wild. Oop. Lighting change. 16. Oh, look at this. Hello. Where are my legs? You can't find my legs. I'm a ghost. Ooh, I'm floating. Ooh. Am I spooky? Am I scaring you, Kim? Ooh. Ooh, look, I'm hovering. I have no legs. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't look in here. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Where else?
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Something close to you dies.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Sometimes I do these things, Kim.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it, slowly turning the crank, feels oddly satisfying. Like stir. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet. Or
oh
an
no.
entrepreneur. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen
I destroyed it. I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen.
Only the red cable is plugged. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quiet. Both cables are unplugged from the breaker box.
Okay. Fuck. Fuck. Ugh. I had to click it. Ooh, money. Yoink. Ugh, I'm so mad at myself, but I had to crank it. I had to.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off. This orange machine.
Wait, what's here? Show me what's in the drawer. Ooh. Yes. Insane mesh tank top. That's me.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
White check or a red check? Oh, it's a white check. Okay.
The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well. You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open. I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Okay.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough
to see that I destroyed the off-site cube. Oh, I'm so mad at myself.
Both cables are unplugged from the breaker box.
Nice. We still need our strength top. I don't really want to open the gates. It's asking for trouble. They're just looking for their password too. Who needs pants? See, like, they just give me more electrochemistry. And then they only have negatives for savoir-faire and reaction speed. I gotta be on my toes. What if I... Oh. Looking good, Harry. Let's go look at the wall. Like, this is barely enough conceptualization, but... Eh. Wait, what if we, Okay.
Just an ordinary wall.
Impossible.
Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by?
You know why. I gotta. Kim, just leave me alone on that.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Cindy. Okay. Scritchy, scritchy. It's cold. I like this jacket. There's Kim. He's like, whoop, whoop. Hi, Kim. Whoop, 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 whoop. Tools. Just walk around with the pry bar. Okay. From a tank top. Yeah, okay. Ba-dum. Hello, Comrade? Lógico. Goodbye, money.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Yeah,
Take it easy on him. Deep down, he really hates being the guy who has to remind you.
Oh, yeah, it's done.
Another thing. Great. Yes?
Tell me your secret store.
You see a heavy steel door. The door does not budge. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch.
What's up, chef man?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Gotta adjust my seating posture to be even more weird. Alright, it's good. Let's go.
He looks up at you. That shrugging is an international sign for no, I don't. He smiles
Got some good
and
pots.
bangs his ladle against each of his pots in
Boom,
turn.
boom, boom. Yeah. Okay, you just say stuff. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes! I hate the stock market. I think it's evil. Uh-huh. Stonks. Stonks. Who are you? What are you doing here giving out money? You like the shitty CEO or something? Huh? Huh? I should kick your ass out of here. You're lucky. I don't.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? I am not.
You could be, Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Get a grip, Glenn.
So
She went to
fucking
law
what?
school.
Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn, they aren't.
Wow. Whoa, level up. This is hard. are we gonna do? Inland Empire's fun, but I feel like boosting some other more practical stuff. Back to kibbles. Okay. Maybe we'll look at this jump. Food shack. Let's get up there. So, I'm still assuming I don't have enough to make the jump, but I don't think I tried today. Maybe I have. Okay. Challenging.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Oh.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below. Martinez goes about its daily routine as you soar through the air. The loud voices of protesters mix with the engine sounds from the traffic jam. Waves crash against the pier, and dense, salty sea air fills your lungs. The corpse is dominating the yard, and the stench is nauseating. Even so far from the epicenter, it brings tears to your eyes.
Boom!
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Yeah. You made the jump.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least you can explore the harbor now.
That's why we had to do it.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Nice. Yoink. Wow, we did it. Shivers. It looks so silly like this. Get my shoes back on. Give me the bag. Wow, we made it We made it. Rainwater. What's at the store? Oh, wow. Okay. Lock drawers. What's this?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Ooh, a toilet. Nice. Yoink. Ooh. Nice.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Okay.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara.
Excuse me for the mic sounds.
And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Let's try.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Sweep office floor. Do we know a Leo?
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood? Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been... The drawer slides shut.
Okay. Don't want to go out there yet, just in case they're like, hey, you can be in there. No. Yoink. Yoink. Yes. Yes. We're cleaning up this dang town one bottle at a time, baby. Oh my god, yes. Yes.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
Oh, Renee.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a frame.
Let's get going. The
Ooh, what's this? Keeps catching on my zipper. Ooh, money. We're back up to $3. Fell sold. Cool shades. Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note. Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turned to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds. It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as
Cindy.
CS.
The Skull.
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
That sounds like her. That's a girl.
That certainly sounds like a certain delinquent youth who likes to harass you from her balcony. The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing. You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tourney. Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines: Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a frita. And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
It's not why people watch, like, F1.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for. Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave. This flimsy magazine is right. Deep down, you know the only true stakes are life, and that's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Ah, come on. Can this article read your mind? A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
I mean, yeah.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward.
It's true?
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds.
It's kind of hard to navigate where I'm going. Okay. What's this? Oh, I'm so confused. Where's the pathing? Oh, I think I can go here? Okay. Yoink. What's in here? Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. Got some cool ass gloves. Yoink. Just leaving this change all over. Burnt coffee. Hello.
Container, container,
Easy
I'll turn
Leo.
you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. Sure, mister. About what? Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
You seem to be working.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everard telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Sure. How can I help you? Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
Hi, Leo.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Oh, Leo.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
Aw.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Aww.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Okay, that makes sense. They're on strike.
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school, we did, when we were boys.
Patience. Deep down you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
Had an arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Her real name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad...
Oh boy, here come the Bellows.
All the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did.
Oh my.
Yes, we did, mister. Yes, we did. We did, mister. Indeed, we did. Him was a big, big fellow. Used to drive the Troika near ours' school and everything. Them was all naked, too. That's all I got to say about that. Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Everard is in that container over there. I got distracted telling the story, but he's in there. Bye-bye now.
See you, Leo. Thanks for the story. Oh boy. Where am I? What? Oh. Oh, it's like a little... Okay. Ooh, woodfish. Hello.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone. The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank, grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses. For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead. Yet, he's unperturbed, holding his own. At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's going to be a good one.
So...
Hi.
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debarders Union. I'm Everard Clare, head of this little operation here. Please, have a seat.
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a
He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois.
I'll do that.
I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is. Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear, the world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Are you all right, Harry? It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouth.
Officer, we will deal with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Who does this guy think you are? Ronnie the Rookie? You ain't worried about no lost gun, or unpaid bill, or forgotten name. You're the bad cop. You're probably more corrupt than him. The fat man does the same, sinking deeper into his chair than one would think is physically possible. He's good. Now lean in with some corruption.
That we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters. Why, thank you. It's always nice when a fellow professional appreciates your work.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
You strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a lawman. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What can Everard Clare do for you?
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?
Questions will show him who's boss.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
Oh boy.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy. Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here. And I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I'm not
is that
sure
true?
I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez. Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi. And oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you. Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you.
Yes, we both and
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Of course. Let us dispatch with the format.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think
What are
the odds
the
of that
odds?
are very low.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my...
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Asking too many questions will make you look weak. You should maybe focus on the folder.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me. Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Sure.
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. I'm not a jealous guy.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left. Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Okay then, positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over. Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy.
Sorry, I'm kind of zoning now.
Just remember,
hit the
none of this
3-hour mark.
Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this? You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend.
Weird.
But you know what?
And gets over it in 2 seconds.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm
We're
a
playing
Harry
teams
guy.
now?
I'm Team Harry.
Try to pit us against each other? Not gonna work.
Taken. Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
A fantastic change of heart, Harry. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything... Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Okay.
Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white union man.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay. Hey, we could actually get the body down. Is there anything else? Oh, we got so many bottles to turn in, too. This man, I do not trust this man. If you've ever had experience talking to people in power, they're often like that. They'll be your best friend. They'll be so nice to you, but it's all a facade. There's nothing true about the friendship. It's just like, obviously they're not your friends for real, but like, what I'm saying is, you are nothing to them, and they will dispose of you as quickly as they said hello. It's just how they work. I'm gonna turn in my bottles.
So, how'd you like our harbor? It's
Nice
but a
enough.
rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Of course, I got you. You don't know anything. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling rides.
Oh, okay.
That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Who he is, and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Ask him about the Hardy Boys.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility.
Okay.
They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilante? The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Coastal breeze.
We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process. I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. Okay, he's reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Not you, you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door.
Sure thing.
What is this? News of the world? Talk about personal stuff. Get to know him.
Call me Mañana. I'm just a humble harbor worker for the past 6-7 years. A name worthy of the man who holds it, friend. Names are important. Plenty to go around. Don't get greedy and try to swipe mine, though. You got your own. I'd say a real name is what most people call you.
Yep.
Now that we are getting so well acquainted, what's your name?
Be honest with him.
Okay.
Harry. It's cool, but I'm sure you could come up with something even cooler.
Can't escape Costa.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men.
He means a more violent...
Understood. This is...
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search.
Thank you, Manana. Get me down from here.
Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely.
Oh.
You should tell people to fuck off more often. No, you shouldn't. You're an officer of the law.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
That means you should do it whenever you feel like someone's disrespecting your authority. That's the spirit. Never forget, the whole world's a wooden house,
Can't believe
and
I
you're
healed
a
from
goddamn flamethrower.
Yeah, let's get some money.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're
only 240.
The tear machine stands in the...
Okay, whatever then. Thought we had a good haul. Do.
Looking for something, Aunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Yeah. Hello, duck with a gun. I hope your day is going well. What was I doing? Chat with Kuno. Oh, we can get the body down finally. That's right. Let's do that. Oh, wait, this way. Right, measure head.
Your raised descent has only worsened. So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order.
You're so noble, man.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Well, I'm not gonna break a strike.
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic babe.
Okay, just
see
shut up.
that they stay here the whole time.
Ooh, I can get to this box now.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead.
So, you guys are like cops or something? Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
Hi.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM Rent-A-Cops! Guarding...
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Woo!
The
Body
corpse has
down.
been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with her. Farewell, ham sandwich. You are a Union man from now on.
Okay. Can I, get this box? Oh, come on. Come on! Alright, let's go take a look. Whoop! Woo! Zigzag. Let's see what he did. Oh god. What's up, Kuno?
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaut! Kuno doesn't...
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Oh, wow.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
Okay. Yeah.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up!
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus. Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them. I hope we do. It's
Okay.
getting really late for...
Let's see. What's this? Inspect. Okay, tools. Okay.
The rotting man. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori.
I thought we decided to leave it.
What are we supposed to do?
The rotting man. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer.
Okay,
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity. I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes? That's right.
Okay.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
Oof.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger.
Finally
The bright
getting
red
places.
paper is covered in boxes and lists. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
That's you.
Oh, come on.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings.
KK57 dash.
Write it
Next.
down.
NA. Next. NA. Roughly 50.
Roughly.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook, teeming with opportunistic microorganisms letting out a
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky, fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex?
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 05.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something, don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
Then again, the right lividity is easy to produce if you know what you're doing.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
Wow.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a national pattern. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white.
Okay.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was
I
fucking
thought he
max.
might.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
Hey, just get good,
In addition,
Kuno.
there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Oh, okay. We're gonna do Kuno a solid? Nah,
You get your
we're
mark.
not Kuno's bitch. But it's really funny.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread, rising from the east. After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
No! It's gonna happen, see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Working so close to the fumes coming from the corpse must be hard. You realize suddenly that the lieutenant has been barely keeping it together these past 2 items.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next? Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Kunoas, please.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands. No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in. You manage to suppress the contractions trying to enter your stomach.
There are ancient mysteries.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary, Na. Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't
Neither
think
am
so.
I. Same for toxicology, cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fills. Leave a 4th one too. Oh, so we inflicted them? Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from a Kiel A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung. I don't think we should mention that. Better not to muddy the waters. Be pedantic if you like, it doesn't matter. No one else is going to investigate these men's...
See? These pigs are fucked. Why don't you fuck 'em if you love 'em so much?
Now, injuries. Head, chest and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer? Agreed. Next injury? So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuna. He is silent with it. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man, beneath the description of...
Right. Next. dark red braided ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. Well, we established probable cause of death. We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the...
Oh, yeah. Well done, Master.
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
He's thinking, did I miss something?
Okay. I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. May they...
Continue working here. The locals, the case, or attend to your own business. I will meet you downstairs in the Whirling in Rags tomorrow morning, 7:30 sharp.
This means Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You're free to do side tasks, and even the main case. If you have nothing to do, read books or sit on the bench on the plaza.
Okay. Okay. Close. Looking good. Where are we? Maybe call that for today. I think it's been good. So we'll check. Check these. Oh yeah. Let's see. You know, I think that's a good place to leave it. Yep. Okay. Save the game, do so. Okay. Looking good. Main menu. Do. Bada boo. Do. Okay, so we'll be signing off. It's goodbye time. Play this song. While I look at people to raid.
Sometimes it's so hard to say goodbye, goodbye. It can be so hard to say goodbye. Locking up the tears inside my eyes, my eyes. It can be so hard to say goodbye. It's quite absurd, 'cause I can see the words, but every time I try I can't be heard. It hurts, and I can see the words, but every time I try I can't be heard. Gonna try, say goodbye. And I won't tell a lie, say goodbye. Turning east and west and north and south and south. Feel like there's a gag upon my mouth.
We'll go to friend of the channel, Torres.
Feel like there's a gag upon my mouth. I want to kiss and toast it with champagne. I pop the cork and pour it down the drain. It's quite insane. I try and try again. I pop the cork and pour it down the drain. Gonna try.
Wait, did I do it wrong again? No, it's not right. Okay, everyone. Have fun. Do what you gotta do. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you Thursday. Okay. Goodbye.